Hey guys, thanks for stopping by my channel. Today's video we're doing a book haul. I was trying to wait till the end of the summer to do my next book haul because I haven't been buying too many books. Well, the tides have turned. I ended up going a little bit crazy on Amazon Japan this past month. I decided to order a whole bunch of books, just doing my girl math and trying to save money on shipping, because if you just buy one book from Amazon Japan, you're going to end up paying $20-ish for shipping. But I ended up buying 7 books, so shipping was a little bit more reasonable for 7 books. I think I ended up doing maybe $40 for shipping, and most of these books are around $10 too. So I think my girl math won out on this one, so I think I did a good job. If you're new to shopping on Amazon, if you don't know how to do it, basically it's fairly easy. You just have to make a new account. You can't use your regular US Amazon account, wherever you are located, whatever your home Amazon account is. You do have to make up a new account specifically for Amazon Japan, and you also need to do it on a laptop or a computer, because if you try to do it, like go to the website on your phone, something happens because you're already kind of registered onto the US site. It kind of like glitches out, so you have to do your ordering on a laptop or a computer. Maybe you can also do it on your phone, but I haven't had luck being able to switch back and forth from the US site and the Japanese site. So this is very cute. I do think I have all of the other books in the series, so I actually had my eye on this one for quite a while. I saw it on Deco Made, and at the time I didn't pick it up just because I think the shipping was so much back then, and for like such a small item. And yeah, so this is very cute. I'm glad I have it added to my Forest Girl collection. I will put all the links to whatever I can down below in the description box. So this one is next. I think this one is fairly new. Actually, I think I might have been waiting for this one to come out for my order to ship. I'm just trying to Google translate the title of this one. So this one is called My Coloring Book, A Nostalgic World of Fairy Tales. And this is the artist, MITSUSMI. This one I thought was very reminiscent of, what's that one? The Chaka Ida, the My Room, the My Town type of style, I think. So that's why I got it. Plus I do very much like fairy tales. I think most of these books that I ordered kind of have basically the same theme. Either like a fairy tale, Alice in Wonderland, or like a girl and a cat are usually involved in most of the books that I like to order. That's what it looks like underneath. Let me know if you want me to do any slower flip throughs of these. I have been doing that lately in my book hauls because I usually only have like a few books, but I have so many books to share with you today. I think it's better if you have any requests for me, I'll do a separate for that particular book. Then we have this one, Neko. This is not a new book. This is the second in the series to the one with the seasons and the cats. That was actually one of my first ever flip throughs on this channel. What was that book? What is that book called? 4 Seasons of Cats? Something like that. Oh, I can't find it right now. That's why I have to get my books organized still. But yeah, this one, I had been wanting to get this, and I don't know why I never picked it up. I do like it. I don't think I like it as much as the 4 Seasons of the Cats one. particularly, but it is cute. This also has girls and cats in it. I think, what is this one even called? I think it's called, oh, The Story of Modern Girls and Cats. It was right there, silly. This artist, Neko, she has a channel here on YouTube too. I like to watch it. She does drawing and coloring on her channel. It's nice to watch. Very relaxing type of channel she has. That's what it looks like on the inside. I really like these sorts of books that have the dust jackets and then a different picture on the actual book cover. All right, next up is one I think most of us are familiar with. This is Summer Nights, but the Japanese version. And I picked it up because I was interested in checking it out because it's soft cover. It's not a hardcover book like the English version and the Swedish version and the Dutch version. I've had some of those versions of her books. So I brought over I have the English version of Summer Nights here. And the paper is pretty nice. It's actually, I think, maybe thicker than this US version, maybe. I think the scale of it, the book, might be a little bit smaller. Let's see. The first page. And this one. You can take a look. And I don't know if it's just because my book is so old that it has this kind of beige tinge to it, or if that's the color of the paper naturally. I think it is more of a natural beigey color. But this is more of a bright white, and it's got the binding is sewn in. I forget what that's called. Perfect binding, maybe? I'm not sure. Forgot. Somebody let me know. But no, I think this type is called a perfect binding when it's like this. I forget. Oh, I forgot I have my laptop right here. Let me check what that's called. Watch, it'll probably just be like, oh, sewn in binding. Oh, Smith sewn or section sewn binding. Sewn binding, often called thread sewn or Smith sewn binding, a premium, highly durable book binding method. Oh. So there we go. We learned something. Well, maybe I learned something. Maybe you guys knew it already. But yeah, so I just bought it because I do love Hannah Carlson, and I do collect her books from different countries, publishing houses. So, and I think they have only this one available and her first one, the Daydreams. And I'm not really too crazy for Daydreams because there's not that many people in it. So that's why I picked this one up. But it does look thicker, doesn't it? Yeah, I think so. So definitely, I would check it out if you're into Hannah Carlson books. Next up is this one, and let's see what this one is called in English. Okay, so this one is titled Flower Coloring Book, A Girl and a Kitten. It says Little Girl and Kitten. I'm not sure of the artist. Oh, maybe this is it. KITAMI _ Yoko. That's her IG handle. I usually do like to keep these on the books for some reason. I don't know why. But let's see what this one looks like on the cover. This is what the inside jacket looks like. I think this one is also new-ish as well. They have these really pretty colored illustrations in the front. And oh, and this, they have, each little chapter they have, it's in a different color ink. So this one is called Music, and it's in brown ink. And then this one is Town, and it's in like this really dark navy blue ink. Kind of so forth. I think there's a green section too, maybe. Maybe this is purple. Oh, here, Forest. This is in really dark green printing. I don't know if it translates on the screen or not, but because when I first looked at it, I didn't really notice it right away. But this is very pretty. That's what it looks like on the back. Okay, so next up is another Alice in Wonderland book. This one is called Alice and Dinah's Adventure in Wonderland. And this is the artist, M-I-R-I-N. You don't have to look that one up because they put the English version on the cover for us. This is the same sort of setup. They have the colored pages in the front. Color samples, color instructions. They have our little cast of characters we're going to see in the book. And I think the back has these little kind of paper dolls in the back, and little action scene here. You can put the Alice and Dinah into, which is very cute. Some different scenes from Alice in Wonderland, and probably Through the Looking Glass, it looks like too. All right. Okay, so next up is this one. This one we have to translate. I saw this one up on Etsy. I think they have this one available. I think this is a fairly new one. This one is called A Coloring Book That Tells a Story, a Forest Diary with Little Twins. I had initially thought this was like Hansel and Gretel, but it's not. I don't think they're supposed to be twins. It's the front cover of this one. This one did get a little bit damaged, unfortunately. It's the back cover screen. It's got the little boy in the back and the little girl in the front. This is also a really nice one too. Kind of goes through the different seasons with these twins, the different adventures, the different animals. And it has the colored pages in the front. All right, so next up is a pretty old book. I had recently just gone through some of my old Coco Wyo books, and I did a little shorts video going through my collection. And I went to look on Amazon to see if any of their older books were available. And I saw that this one was still up there, The Weird Couple. And so I decided to order it just because this was one of the ones that I really liked and I never picked up. But I had the whole big Halloween book with some of the images in it, so I decided to pick this one up. They do still have a few of the older titles available. You just kind of have to dig really far back, and you can still pick some up if you're looking for some of their older stuff. And on Etsy, they have a shop with some of the older titles too. I had ordered one from Etsy, a digital version of, I think, like I forget what it was called, but it was so, like, to actually print it out because it's so much black ink, I couldn't, because I was like, I'm not wasting my whole printer ink on printing out this book. but I just, if you print out like one or two, it's worth it. But I just felt like it was too much black lines and like black backgrounds in it, so I never printed it out. And next up is this are a set of PDFs that I got from the artist Polina Guskova. I think that is her name. I had previously purchased one of her books from her Etsy shop before the war happened between Russia and, like everything that's going on between Russia and the Ukraine. And she unfortunately had to close up her shop. And I found her on Boosty. And I found her on Instagram. And I had asked her, I'm like, oh, do you have any books available? And she mentioned that she had some up on her Boosty page, I think. So I went over there and I printed out 2 different sets. I think this is an older set. This had been there since 2022 and I didn't even realize it because I just realized she was using that platform. So I printed this out. I will link you to her Boosty page, so if you're interested, you can print them out as well. I do have her a physical book from her called The Star Rain. I'll show that to you in a second when we're done with these. Not really sure. I think maybe this is where the next set begins. This is a set from one of her other books. I think maybe. I forget what the titles of them are, but I'll put her info in the description. I really like this one a lot. And you can check it out for yourself. Yeah, so it's the artist that is behind this book, The Star Rain. I think it was quite popular at the time it came out. I don't think you can't really get it anymore. I think I may have been like one of the last people to be able to get this book in print version right before her shop had to shut down. But this is a really beautiful book too. I haven't colored in it. I'm kind of like afraid to color in it because I know it's such a rare book. But I think if I ever do any coloring in it, I would probably copy a page. It's very similar in format, like printing. If you have any of Anastasia Koldareva's books, it's like that type of paper, I think. Maybe they even got it done at the same place. It looks very similar to her books formats. So definitely check her out. She's a little bit more obscure, I think. People aren't really talking about her anymore. Next up, I got these 2 PDFs from Lana Green. These are the 2 Patreon images for June. All right, so that does it for coloring books. Now we're into like the weirder stuff that I got. Maybe I don't know if anybody's gonna be into it. Let me see. I got these 2 cut out and stick it books from Grabby. I did do a video on these, going through these, so I'm not gonna go through them here, but I did really like these a lot. If you're into stickers and scrapbooking stuff, check that video out. Then I got this book, Henny Penny. This is a little kid's book, but I had this book when I was a little girl and I saw it pop up somewhere and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see if I could find it. Because what the really cool thing about this book was that it was holographic on the front. I remember I used to really enjoy running my fingernails over this holographic image here. And yeah, so I kind of got this for nostalgic reasons. And I don't know if these books were, I had it in the 80s, but I think they came out in like the early 70s. So I don't remember having any other titles besides this one, but maybe I did. But this is the one that always stuck out that I remembered, so that's why I bought it. I think I got it from Thrift Books. All right, next up is this Making Faces book by Kevin O'Quan. And I got this from Thrift Books as well, I think. And I ordered this book. I think I might have even had this book, or somebody I know had this book. I know me and my best friend used to go to Barnes & Noble's whenever he would come out with a new book, just and stay there and look through it. And I got this mostly for kind of for nostalgic reasons, but also I got it because I thought it would be a really good resource for reference for coloring portraits. Like you can see really well where the highlights go. And I do look online for reference photos sometimes, but just actually having this like in my hands, it'll be more helpful for me. Because the color, like the actual color, it's like actual like real life coloring, I think, more so than if you looked online. And yeah, so I think it will be more, it'll be a little bit easier too, just to have something like so close right next to me to look at for reference. So we'll see how that works out. Maybe we'll do a video trying to copy one of these looks. I think this book came out in like the late 90s. 1997. So all of this, I think a lot of this these makeup looks are actually starting to come back in style. And one more book, or actually it's a magazine. My monitor died. All right, well, my monitor died and my phone's super hot, so I'm gonna have to rush through this last one a little bit. But this is a new magazine from the former editor-in-chief of Vogue, Edward Enninful, and his sister. And this, instead of coming out like monthly, it's going to be coming out quarterly. And I think this is the second or maybe the third one they've come out with so far. And I saw it on TikTok. They were going over the photo spread of Rihanna, and I was like, I really love that art, the photographer that did it. And so I was like, I want to get this magazine. Let me see if we can jump straight to Rihanna. But I don't know if you're familiar with this photographer. He had also done this really great photo spread for Mom Donnie's wife not too long ago, and I was actually trying to get a copy of the magazine he did that for as well, but I couldn't. But his name is Sylvester Mako, or Mako, I think. But he's a really great like art director, photographer. So I really wanted to get this in print. And I don't know if you can still get it. It might be sold out at this point. It took about 2 weeks for me to get it. And I think it was $20, and I had to pay $10 for shipping. But it's a really, really beautiful magazine. It's supposed to be not really advertisement heavy. And it's definitely, if you're into fashion and even just photography, I think it's a really nice book. I keep calling it a book, but it's a magazine. But I think it's a really nice one to collect. All right, you guys, so that's all I have for you today. If you wanted to see any of the coloring books in full flip through mode, just let me know down below. And I hope you guys all have a really great rest of your day. Happy coloring, and I'll see you next time.